All right, we've just created our highlight spot. Now we're going to create the shadow component on this bottom portion right area of the sphere. In order to do that, let's go over to the layer panel and let's take a look at and open up the color layer. And let's go and click on the sphere. You can see that it's got a target now on this particular layer or this part of the layer. This is the ellipse that we created and we have filled with our blue color. I'm going to go to Edit, Copy, and then Edit, Paste in Front. We're going to do that 2 times. Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste in Front. We now have 3 circles. I'm going to click on this with the Move tool to move the circle a little bit off to the edge. And I'm going to hold down the Alt and the Shift key and just drag in slightly to make this a little bit smaller, the top circle. And we now have created this circle a little smaller and moved outside of the current area of the sphere and the black outline. I'm also going to go over to the Layers panel and hold down the Shift key and click right here on this circle that says Click to Target. Click on that, and now we have 2 circle areas selected. You can see the 2 little green dots next to it as well. I'm going to go over to the Shape Builder tool, click there, hold down the Alt key. It creates a minus next to the Shape Builder tool. Click on the outer part and click on the inner part to delete those 2 portions of the circle. Now the next part, we're going to actually have this little small segment here, and we're going to fill this in with a darker shade of blue. So I'm going to go up to the swatches panel, and this is the current color we're looking at. We're going to go over here to this darker red 27, green 20, and 100 blue, and click on it and fill it in with that solid dark blue. It's going to be way too dark, so we are going to go ahead and lower this down, probably down to 25%. And let's take a look. Gives us a nice kind of area on this side of the sphere, the bottom kind of right corner, where the light obviously would be getting a little bit less intense and kind of darker on this. So we've created this kind of a look. Now the other thing that we're going to do is we're also going to create a cast shadow from where the light source is hitting the ball, and we're going to put that down below. In order to do that, we'll go over to the tool panel, click and hold. If you're on the rectangle tool, we're looking for the ellipse tool, which is the letter L. And I'm going to hold down the Alt key, and we're just going to try and click out a shape, oval shape down at the very bottom. It's going to currently be above this. We're going to move this with the Move tool up just a little bit. And we're going to lower this opacity either again in your options bar or over here in the appearance panel. We'll do this here. Let's bring it down to about 10%. Click on it, and then again with the Move tool selected, we're just going to click on it, and we're going to hold Shift this time and just drag it over so that we're having the majority of this to the right side of it. Now it is covering the wrong area, so if we look in the color panel, we're going to go up to this and we're going to move it down below the other parts of the color layers. So it's at the very, very bottom currently right now, and it's going to be behind everything else. So now we've created the shadow to wrap up and get this small little project done to be able to create a sphere that's going to have some highlight areas, again, cast by the appearance of where our light source is going to be coming, and then also a shadow area here, and then a cast shadow from the sphere blocking the light as it kind of goes over onto the bottom of the table. Once you get it like this, please save this as your final. This is going to be called Sphere Shape Color using highlights and shadows. Save it as an Adobe Illustrator file. And then we're also going to be learning how to turn in another format of this particular project, which we'll take a look at in the final video.